my gorgeous and beautiful people. Anna here, makeup educator and creator specifically for people with hooded eyes and people with oily and textured skin. I post a lot of tips and tricks and tutorials on my channel. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, like and comment, all of those good things. You guys, I just filmed a full face of new makeup. That video is up already and the makeup is not makeuping. I hate this mascara. It's falling down under my eyes as per usual. That is why I'm a mascara snob. I do not trust mascaras, so please ignore my mascara for the rest of the video. This is what we're talking about today, okay? I have a tray full of goodies. These are some of my favorite makeup products for textured skin. Not just some of my favorite, but 10 must-haves for textured skin and their affordable alternatives. So 20 products total, think like that. I am going to go category by category, primer, foundation, blush, blah, 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 and show you 2 products, one more high-end, the product that I love, and one affordable dupe for that product. Or maybe not necessarily a dupe, but like an alternative. Because in one of my recent videos where I posted the sweat-proof makeup tutorial, there was a comment and a person asked me to show the more affordable version of that. And I was like, hold up. I am here all about saving money on this channel and I love affordable makeup. So from now on, I will just try and incorporate that more in my content. So thank you to that person for that beautiful, wonderful comment. And let's get into it. There's a lot of good stuff here. I am going to touch on skincare because we are talking about skin texture and textured skin today, and it would be a little bit weird if I didn't talk about skincare at all. However, I almost never recommend serious skincare besides like a regular moisturizer because we're all different. You have to consult with your dermatologist or whatever for your skincare concerns. And I will just say that there are 2 products that help me with skin texture. There is no makeup or skincare product that could completely remove your texture. For that, you have to go, especially like my texture, I have like acne scars and stuff and enlarged pores. There's no magical skincare product that could help with that. You have to go and do microneedling or whatever laser stuff. I don't do that. I'm fine as is. But there are 2 products with 2 ingredients that actually helped me to minimize the appearance of pores or texture and minimize my shine. The first ingredient is retinol and the product is by Skin Better Science. I will pop a picture here because I used it up and it's like $120, which is an insane amount of money, but that helped me out. So I was like, okay, spending that money, but I'm not repurchasing that. And the second ingredient is niacinamide, and this serum by Murad has helped me a lot as well. So these are the 2 products that I love, and these products have helped me with my skin texture. But we're going to stop the conversation about skincare at this because I honestly just am not knowledgeable enough to be recommending you guys stuff. Take it with a grain of salt. These are the products that I love. Let's get into makeup. So the first category we're going to be talking about is primers. And if this is not your first time here, you probably have seen this before. This is the YSL Blur Primer. If you look closely, you can see the golden particles there. This is hands down the most luxurious primer I own. And I hate that I love it so much. I don't like that I love it so much, but it's perfect. It's blurring, it's mattifying, it's leaving you with the most smooth, blurred, luxurious finish. I can't even describe it. There's not other product that will give you this effect. So the product that I'm going to recommend you is not going to be a dupe, but it's a product that does the same thing. It blurs, it mattifies, and it's a good primer. So I'm going to obviously talk about e.l.f. primers because if it wasn't for that luxurious one, I typically reach for these. Like I honestly typically reach for these. So we got the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer and the same but in a liquid version. I like them both pretty much the same. They're really good. They're really beautiful. They're gonna blur out, smooth out your skin. Makeup sits beautifully on them. No peeling, no anything. It just looks really beautiful. And these are the best primers you could find at the drugstore in my humble opinion. Okay, so next step is going to be foundation. And my favorite foundation that stole the show for me in 2024 is absolutely IT Cosmetics CC Plus Natural Matte Cream. This is beautiful, gorgeous, smoothing, long wear, matte but natural, great coverage, amazing. A dupe that I like pretty much just as much is by Revlon Color State, their long wear makeup foundation for combination and oily skin. They also have this version for like dry skin, which is also good, I believe, but these are definitely dupes. Great coverage, smoothing, blurring, long wear, amazing products. Cannot recommend these enough. I actually don't have a concealer recommendation because we are talking about skin texture here. I don't really find concealers really really helping with that because, well, maybe we could have talked about creasing, but concealers crease and that's normal. And some crease more than the others, but at the same time, I just didn't feel like that was necessary in this video. Let me know if you want information on concealers because I can totally talk about that for hours. Let's talk about contour. So these new Say Dew Bronze, these are liquidy contoury products. They're super popular right now. Do not sleep on the good old Milani liquid contour. This is in the shade 3 Toffee, which is also a dupe for Charlotte Tilbury's contour wand, but that one is not like a fave of mine. It's a good product, but I do prefer this. That's why I paired these two. Really beautiful cool tone shade, easy to blend, no patchiness whatsoever. It's not going to disturb any of the layers underneath, no foundation or anything like that. Just a very, very solid formula. Highly recommend these. They have blushes and highlighters in these tubes as well because last year, all the craziness with this packaging happened and everyone came out with a dupe. This one is really good one. I have several blush options for you guys. I do love a good cream blush and I always set a cream blush with a powder blush, so I had to show you all of the alternatives that I have in my collection. And my current obsession that I did mention in a video sometime but haven't really been posting videos about this product because it came out when I left for vacation. So I did wear it every single day on vacation, but I haven't really been able to like post videos on it. I'll talk about it more. This is a product by Lawless. This is their Pinch My Cheeks Soft Blur Cream Blush, and this beautiful neutral shade is Rosebud. It's so gorgeous, and this definitely 100%, no matter how crazy it sounds, it blurs out your skin. It leaves you with a beautiful soft blur finish. It is gorgeous. This formula, I don't know how they did this, but this will forever, well, maybe not forever, but for now, this is my favorite blush formula to exist. Now, a very solid dupe for this with kind of the same feel where it's a cream blush and it's blurring is going to be Milani Cheek Kiss, and this one is in the shade 110. The shades are a little bit off, maybe I didn't pick like the perfect pair, but the effect is the same, kind of soft blur, not too glowy, natural looking, beautiful, gorgeous blush. Milani also have a cream bronzer in the same format. Amazing. If you haven't noticed by now, Milani is one of my favorite brands, especially when it comes to affordable makeup. Almost anything you could dupe with Milani or e.l.f. and you would have amazing formulas for only a handful of dollars. So definitely check this out if you're on a budget. Now, I did want to give you a glowy blush alternative as well. So for my higher end blush, I will mention Dibs Beauty. They came out with this duos. Well, they actually had them, but they came out with new shades this year and they're absolutely beautiful. Their formula is so gorgeous, so luxurious. So this shade is Starstruck, and not only do we have like a peachy glowy shade here, but also a golden kind of more glowy highlighter shade. But if you mix them up, you're gonna come out with a beautiful peachy glowy cheek. And I thought in my head, okay, that kind of sounds and looks familiar. Let me pull out the good old cult classic, beautiful, gorgeous Milani Luminoso blush, which is that peachy glowy goodness that came out years ago. They were so ahead of their time, let me tell you. But I felt like these were kind of dupes. So if you are looking for a glowy cheek, dips when it comes to high-end, Milani again when it comes to affordable. Before we move on, I have to mention one product that I could never live. Oh my god, my under eyes look so bad. This mascara sucks. I used the Lisa Eldridge gold mascara. It's not about mascara, to be honest. No mascaras ever work for me, but this is just not good. I need waterproof mascara. Anyways, the product that will never leave my house without or ever go without, like I always have backups, is, you know, Pat McGrath blurring under eye powder, whether it's a pink version or the translucent version. There's no dupe. I've been trying to find a dupe for this. There's no dupe. This is just as good as it gets. There's nothing that could come even close to this. My under eyes are super sensitive. I have fine lines there. If I try and set my under eyes with anything but this, it's gonna feel dry. It's gonna be nasty, crusty, cakey, unnatural. That is why I always go back to this guy, and I am yet to find a dupe. If anyone knows anything that is close to this powder, please let me know. I will purchase it and give it a try. Moving on. This is the one thing that doesn't have a dupe. Let's talk bronzers. The only bronzer that I've been using for the past I don't know, half a year. I have tons of them, but I have been reaching out only for this one. This is also by Pat McGrath, and this shade is Nude Honey. This is my favorite bronzer. Just today I tried the YSL one, and I'm thinking that I'm gonna be kind of going between these two because they're both pretty amazing. Beautiful neutral shade, beautiful blendability, pigmentation, not overly pigmented, soft blurring finish. Obsessed with this. A solid dupe again comes from Milani. They just do it best. I'm looking at my powder bronzer drawer and I'm not reaching for anything else but Milani when it comes to affordable. This guy is probably 9 years old. I literally haven't repurchased this. I desperately need to, but this is a very beautiful neutral shade. Shade is Sunlight 01 and it's blendable, beautiful powder. Highly recommend this. I hope these are still sold at the drugstore because this, like I said, this has been in my makeup collection probably longer than anything else that I own, and rightfully so. Okay, so we were talking about the under eye blurring powder. However, for the rest of my face, I always use a loose powder because unlike my under eyes, my face needs something to absorb. If I place pressed powder on my face, it is just going to sit on top and never kind of absorb with makeup and become one with makeup. However, when I use loose powder, that's when it happens, and that's when the magic happens. So I have several favorite loose powders, but I thought it would be a nice time to mention a cult favorite and classic. Everyone loves this powder. It deserves all the love it gets. There's nothing quite as viral on the market. We know and love the One Size, the Huda Beauty, the Givenchy powders, but the Velour Mercier loose translucent powder is the one and only. It's our fave forever and always. If you are on the budget, however, do not sleep on the Maybelline Fit Me powder. This loose powder, when I first tried it, I was like, huh? I have been missing out. This is just as good, way less expensive, beautiful finish. I have the shade Fair, which is really light, but I love me like a light brightened face, so this is what I use with a powder puff or a beauty blender, or if you're more on the dry side, you could use a brush, or if you have normal skin. This is amazing. Finely milled, beautiful blurring finish. Highly recommend this one. Maybelline Fit Me line is also one of my go-to when it comes to affordable makeup. Maybelline Fit Me line, Revlon Color Stain line, Milani, love those brands. Elf as well. Yeah, those are kind of my go-tos when I'm like in a pinch and I need something affordable. That's like kind of the aisles I would go to in a drugstore. Let's talk highlighters. I have a lot of beautiful high-end highlighters, but I wanted to mention something from my favorite brand in this video. So I pulled out the Natasha Denona Glow Beautifier. It is a very beautiful glowy highlighter, glowy product. I love it. It's gorgeous. However, highlighter is honestly not the product I would spend my hard-earned coins on when it comes to makeup. Like, I would definitely splurge on powder, but when it comes to highlighter, there's a ton of good affordable highlighters. I want to mention one that stands out though, Moira Beauty, and it's not necessarily drugstore, but it is very affordable, their entire brand. If you haven't heard of them, I am a strong believer and lover of Moira Beauty. They're some of the best products on the market, regardless of the price point, but they are affordable. So they have this series, Dreamlight Highlight, and these highlighters, some of them are really nice and duochromy, some of them aren't. They are so dreamy, they're so beautiful. They're not necessarily glittery or anything. They could be really blinding if you want them to be, or they could be subtle. They're just to die for. Like, if this was packaged as, say, one of the luxury brands like Charlotte Tilbury, people would go crazy and buy them and take them off the shelves. So I feel bad for Moira, even though they're doing great, but I always feel bad for Moira because I feel like they should be talked about way more. I am planning, it's in the works, I know I mentioned it before, I'm planning to do a video of full face of Moira because they deserve it more than anyone else. But yeah, these are a really good alternative to any high-end highlight that you could think of. The last category here is going to be setting spray, and that is also another step in the makeup routine where if I'm on a budget, I will skip the luxury version and I will just buy the more affordable product. So obviously we all know the Urban Decay All Nighter. It's a classic, it's a favorite, it's a staple in my collection. And also they came out with the hyaluronic acid watermelon version of this, which is just as good. These are my two faves. However, if we're talking about a dupe, if we're talking about an affordable version of it, look no further because we also have a setting spray from Moira. And not only it is amazing, it's also in a pink bottle, which which is very important. So this is their Ultra Matte Setting Spray, all day mattifying and shine proof. When I tell you this locked in my makeup and I wore it for hours and hours and hours, I was shocked. I was like, what is happening? What is going on? Then I looked back and realized that I used the setting spray for the first time and my makeup just stayed on and was so good. So highly recommend this if you're an oily girly like myself. Really good. Definitely great affordable option if you don't want to splurge on this guy. All right guys, so these are all the products that I wanted to mention in today's video, my 10 staples for textured skin with their affordable dupes. I hope this was helpful. Let me know if content like this resonates with you, if you want to see more kind of dupes or products that I like for my oily and textured skin. Let me know what your favorite kind of hidden gem is for textured skin in the comments below. Like and subscribe. I am going to leave everything that I'm wearing on my face, even that nasty mascara, in the caption below, so feel free to check that out because everything else I'm wearing is really amazing, but the mascara is just not mascaring. Anyways, enough with that. I'm gonna go take my makeup off, and thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye.